everyone, and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? Like, how are you really doing? I know sometimes as a YouTuber we get too used to, hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're good, welcome back to my channel. But you don't really ask people how they are really doing. Like, in this world of uncertainty and this world where everyone is going through something, it's important that we check up on each other and hear how we're doing. And please feel free in the comment section to share your views, to comment. I always like and reply to every comment. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm good. So how are you guys, and welcome back to my channel. To my new subscribers, welcome to the tribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your loyalty. It means so much to me. And if you're just passing by, and if it's your first time to come across my channel, do not hesitate to click that red subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get a notification whenever I post a video and be part of that notification gang. All right, so let's get into today's video. I don't know if you have noticed, but today I have come in my most natural state because I'm going through a major skin breakout. Yeah, and I did not apply any new cream or anything that is out of my usual skincare routine, but then my skin just went from this good to this bad in like a matter of a few days. I don't really know what happened exactly, and yeah, that is where I am right now. And also I am wearing my hair in twists, which is not so fancy. You know, I had this done like 3 weeks ago and it's just not so good, for especially for the camera. But actually, yeah, I decided that this is the best time for me to do this video because it actually suits what I'm going to be talking about, which is insecurities. And because most of my insecurities have been about my looks and beauty standards, so that is what we're going to talk about today. And also, I haven't done a sit down video in a long time, so it's so good to be here sitting down with you, just relaxing, sitting back and chatting. So grab that cup of coffee because winter is now around the corner. It's very cold outside, and yeah, let's just sit down and talk. Okay, so insecurities. My greatest insecurity has always been my skin. Like I have mentioned in my skin journey video that I was born with eczema, and I had certain creams that I had to apply, and I would only wear cotton or fleece clothes. That's how bad it was. But growing up and primary school was okay, and high school caught up with me again, and I had pimples, and I just thought, oh, puberty, and it's just gonna like go away. But then they dragged for the longest time, and it got bad to the extent that there's a time that I actually could not go out without putting on foundation or powder. And even if those days you don't feel like doing it, you actually have to do it because you don't feel comfortable in your own skin and going out like that. So that's just how bad it was, until like recently, like last year. That's when I realized, you know what, I can't be a slave to those things. I need to snap out of it. So that is when I made a decision that I'm just leaving those things, and yeah, here I am now, very comfortable in my natural state. So yeah, moving on to my next insecurity. My next insecurity has always been my body. I think most of you who know me like in person know that I am a slim person, and I don't know, this thing that pop culture and social media, the beauty standards of Instagram and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about. They have portrayed an image of beauty standards that are perfect. Like they've portrayed this image of perfection that isn't real, that does not exist. And being beautiful has been made to have this to be thick and have these curves and whatnot. And the worst thing is that there are actually some people who would vocalize it like point blank and tell you that you're too slim, you should try to eat more, but you actually realize that you actually eat more than other girls out there, but gaining weight is just not happening for you. But people don't get it. So I remember there's actually a time when a friend of my mom actually visited, and she was like, what does your daughter suffer from? And I'm like, what? I remember we actually laughed about it at that moment, but later coming to think about it, I'm just like, how could someone think there's something wrong with my health just because I look slim? Like, that's just absurd. People should just drop it. It's really not necessary. Was that necessary? But anyways, yeah. And that thing that there are people who actually tell you that you are not enough, that's the most degrading thing, and that is what affects most people, I guess. It's not like they are not okay, they're not comfortable in who they are, but it's the way that other people see it, and it express their own opinions of you onto you. Yeah. So my third insecurity was my hair. I could not wear my natural hair like this out. And I remember there's a friend of mine who actually asked me at some point, like, we've never seen your hair out. And I'm like, I just don't like it. But well, the truth was I was not comfortable in wearing my natural hair. For the longest time, I was a braids person. I always had my hair in braids or in cornrows and twists, in box braids, but I actually could not be like this, but now I wear my hair in its natural state more than anything else, more than wigs, more than braids or protective styles. I feel very comfortable in my own hair because I feel that my hair is beautiful. It is what defines me as a person. So I remember I used to wear my natural hair when it was still relaxed. That's when I was comfortable wearing it out. But when I started my natural hair journey, it was just a different story. I felt that my hair is too short, and especially at a shrinkage state, I just couldn't have it. I just couldn't take it. Like, it was just something else. So my last insecurity, which is not like beauty related, but it's something that is like an inner thing. Yeah. My fourth, and last insecurity was self-confidence. I'm someone who was or still is, I'm still very shy. I am a very shy person. If you didn't know, if you meet me in person, you would say this is not this girl that I know from YouTube. So I am a shy person, very shy, and I'm just one of those people who were not confident in who they are, who could not vocalize their opinions, who waited for validation from other people to be able to say, okay, what I'm doing is okay, what I'm doing is great. And I had no confidence in whatsoever that I do, and I always wanted someone to comment or compliment me first for me to actually feel that I am good enough. So as I grow up, as I got exposure to a lot of things, and especially YouTube is one of the things that have helped me not to care. Like I have gained this confidence that I did not have before, and I'm like, you know what, I really don't care. I don't really care much about what people say about me, because they are not the people that put me on this earth. God did, and that settles it. That is it. And what matters is how God sees me, not people. And I know that is one of the most difficult things to do, to not look at yourself in people's eyes, because what people say always matters. Trust me, you can never ignore that fact. But what you do about it is what is important. So these are the 4 of my greatest insecurities there are still others, but then these are the ones that I felt the need to share, because I always share what I feel ready and what I feel the need to share, if you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So the one thing that has helped me to get over these insecurities, that one thing that I can say is a solution that I can give to you, is how you see yourself. How you see yourself changes everything, like literally everything. There is actually strength in knowing your worth, knowing your value, knowing what you stand for, knowing who you are. So it's something that I had to learn to do, to know who I am. And actually I decided to look at myself in the eyes of God, not in the eyes of other people or in the eyes of men, or what people would think about me, but rather what does God think about me, what does God says about me. And it brings me back to the Bible, where the Bible tells us that we are made in the image of God. And I believe that God's image is not ugly. God's image is beautiful, and I have come to accept beauty in all its shades, in all its forms, in all its body shapes. And I am now in just in that space where even if I say I would appreciate if God would help me gain more weight, but it's no longer a problem that I am not gaining weight, if you get what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, we are allowed to ask things from God. We are allowed to say, God, I want to get more weight, and God can give you that weight if you just want to have it. Yeah. But then it's no longer a need or something that actually affects you or weighs you down, that you are the way that you are. And yeah, that is the position that I am in right now. And I just want you to know that what you think about yourself is what is important, because you can never change what people think about you. If someone thinks you're ugly, they're always going to see you as ugly, and they can always tell you that you are ugly whenever they feel it, whenever they see it necessary to do, whether they are insulting you, whether they're just saying it or whatever. But then how you see yourself is what is important. If you know your worth, if you know that I am beautiful, if you know that my purpose in this life is to represent God, if you just know that, I think that is the most important thing, and that is how you can get over your fears. You can get over the fear of being judged by other people, or rather how other people see you. So yeah, if you think this video was a much needed one, for me it was, because I feel this sort of, relief. Like, when you share videos, I don't think people really understand how YouTube works, or rather it's a calling, or I don't know. But for me, whenever I do videos, especially videos when I'm very honest about my opinions or how I feel, or when I'm sharing something that I have been through, or rather my struggles, or sharing my flaws, embracing my edges, I really feel that sort of relief that I'm actually sharing this. In sharing, you have this sort of relief, and you feel full, and you actually feel content and happy in the fact that this thing that I'm doing is actually helping somebody to be better, to be a better person. And it's going to encourage someone out there who was feeling less of themselves. And that feeling of knowing that someone really needed to hear this is everything, guys. It is everything. So yeah, this is me right here ending this video now. Cuts. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching me. And if you like this video, please do not hesitate to click that like button, and also share, like, comment. Everything is allowed, okay guys? Feel free. This is your channel, this is your platform, so feel free to comment, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, feel free to share. And thank you so much. Until next time, bye.